YouTubies. This is Bob Hickman. It is so good to be with you. Well, anyways, I know I just came to you with my recent video, which is horoscopes, but I had to come back and share some other stuff with you guys. By the way, if you haven't seen it, I did put up horoscopes for August 2014. That's the video right before this one. So go to my channel, look at the list, you'll see it there. Get your horoscopes. I cover all 12 zodiac signs. So for those of you who are new here, that's a wonderful video. It gives you a little kind of a snapshot overview of the month, of the major energy that is present from the planetary movements and the stars and the moon and the sun. So you might want to check that out. For those who've been here a long time, you know we always do horoscopes at the beginning of the month, and I know you guys, some of you get nervous when you don't see it, so it's up, okay? Anyways, I had to come here and share a wonderful resource with all of you today. This is a magazine. I don't know, maybe a lot of you already know about it. I recently rediscovered it, I guess is what I want to say. And it's called Witches and Pagans. And this is a wonderful, wonderful magazine. This magazine actually used to be known as New Witch Magazine. Several years ago, probably, gosh, I'd say probably 10 years, maybe a little longer ago, 10 years back, I used to get a magazine called New Witch. And I liked it, you know, but then it disappeared. And I thought, well, I never knew what happened to New Witch. Well, I found out that the publishers of New Witch kind of basically redesigned the magazine and packaged it to now be called Witches and Pagans. And this is a wonderful, wonderful magazine. It comes out every quarter, so there are 4 issues a year. And this year they've been focusing on elements. So every issue is focused on an element. So this issue, which is the current one, is the magic of Earth. And it has an interview with a lady who's a wonderful priestess who is friends with Marion Zimmer Bradley and worked with her in writing. And she's also a wonderful Wiccan priestess. So it's got a great interview. But I love this magazine. You guys really need to check it out. They have articles, you know, really, they have spellcraft in it. They have everything you can think of. And you know, if nothing else, it's wonderful for the advertisements. I have discovered so many wonderful online sources and stores that I can visit when I travel. They have stuff all over the country. And that the ads alone make it worth the money, I'm telling you, because I found out a lot of magical suppliers that I didn't even know happened. They have a wonderful section called the Marketplace as well, which are classifieds where you can meet other Wiccans, practitioners, exchange spellcraft ideas, and you know, learn also about other people's work in the craft. Wonderful, wonderful magazine. As I mentioned, they are doing a series. Now, I have another issue also. I've been collecting the back issues this year because I just rediscovered it. And the other issue that I got is The Magic of Fire. So they have 4 issues: Earth, Air, Water, Fire, and actually I guess 4. Earth, Air, Fire, and Water. Maybe next year they'll do Spirit. But anyways, I'm collecting these. But if you want to kind of learn about the craft, you want to see what other people are doing, connect to other crafters, just know what's happening, you know, in our movement. This is a wonderful, wonderful magazine. They have inside here a subscription card. I'm actually not a subscriber. I bought these loose, but I'm going to actually go ahead and subscribe so I can make sure not to miss any issues going forward. And I think it's $20 a year for subscription, which really, you know, you can't beat it as much information as you get. This is really, I'm not kidding when I say look at the articles. It's chock full of information. So they are not paying me to do this. I'm not, you know, this is not an advertisement. This is a resource review, and I'm telling you, I recommend it. They have interviews. They have about festivals. Beautiful photography. You know, they have different people's sacred experience. Like this is a sacred place. You know, they show different people all over the country, and really, actually, it goes international because they have a lot of Australians and British stuff in here, but it's mostly American. Here's about sensing the earth. Here's a lady who's hugging a tree. It's just wonderful. So I'm going to tell you guys, if you want to, learn more about the craft and see our movement. I think sometimes what happens is we as people, we get a little insulated, at least in the craft movement. I think a lot of us are solitaries. And if we do connect to others, it's maybe only at the Sabbats. But the Witches and Pagan magazine allows you to kind of a sense that you're part of something bigger, that there's a bigger movement going on. And that's a wonderful feeling because, I think for those of us who are in what I would call less than mainstream religions, sometimes there's a sense of isolation. I know as a solitary, sometimes I think, gee, I wonder if anybody in the world's still doing Wicca, or is it just me, Do you ever feel like that? I don't know. I think a lot of us have. But with this magazine, you can see really how the craft is growing, how it's impacting people. I think it's wonderful. Also, the ads are wonderful on the back cover. Sacred Source has been advertising on the back. I love their stuff. That's a website also. I should do a whole review on them. But I'm telling you, you guys want to you want to learn about the craft, you want to connect to crafters, or just get a sense of what's happening. These magazines are it. Witches and Pagans, I'm so glad I'm really glad they're back. As I said, many years ago, it used to be New Witch magazine. I like New Witch, but I'll just be honest, New Witch was written more for a younger crowd, more college-age crowd. And, even though I liked it at that stage of my life, I was beyond some of the stuff they covered in it. But now that they've revamped it, Witches and Pagans magazine really is much more all-encompassing for all ages and levels of the craft. It has family focus. It has articles on, raising your children in the craft. It discusses all the various controversies, where to be in the broom closet, out of the broom closet. Covers various sacred sites. Here's one, a wonderful article, Gods of the Hollow Hills, and it's Earth Sanctuaries in the Celtic World. And, it talks about the ancient Celtic temples and Stonehenge and all those wonderful places. So I tell you, I can't talk enough about it. I'm really excited, but I hope you guys will check it out. So, anyways, I'll put a link below. But tell me, have you guys, first of all, have you ever seen this magazine? And what's your opinion of it? I'd love to hear it. And tell me if you've, any other wonderful Wiccan or Pagan publications that you'd like us to talk about here at Spirit Channel. I'd love to hear about it. So put comments in the box below. Like this, favorite it, share it with your friends, and let's help bring some more attention to our fellow crafters who are helping the movement move forward. Anyways, guys, thanks for being here. Listen, keep it here on Tuesday. Next Tuesday, we are going to have our meditation video. You don't want to miss it, okay? So be back here on Tuesday. Oh, let me tell you what the exact date is. It'll be next Tuesday, the 5th of August, and we'll have that, okay? So I'm so glad you guys are here, and keep it here at Spirit Channel, and we'll see you back here next week. And make sure to check out your horoscopes. Blessings to you.